Hi guys, welcome to Blues Unscripted. Welcome to my channel today, guys. This is my post-match reaction. Chelsea versus Arsenal at Stamford Bridge game week 9, and it ended in a 2-2 draw. My prediction at the beginning, in my last video, beginning of the week, has always been that it's going to be a draw. I didn't see Chelsea losing, and I was really, really surprised at the way Chelsea actually played. They really played well. We actually had Arsenal in a chokehold for almost more than 70 minutes, I believe. 65 to 70 minutes. We played very, very well. They didn't have any shot on target until I believe the 80th minute. So kudos to Chelsea. Chelsea did well. A lot of things to for the players to learn from. This is it's a sign that they're beginning to buy into Mauricio Pochettino, and the sky is just going to be the limit going forward. Now, this video is titled Four Things That I Learned from That Game, the game against Arsenal. Four things I learned from Chelsea versus Arsenal to draw today. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, before we get into it, guys, if you're new to this channel, if you made it this far, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button. Share this video with your family and friends. Follow us on our social media, on our various social media group. And the description, the link to our social media group will be in the description pretty much below. Thank you, guys, and let's get into it. Let's get into it. So, four things that I learned in this game against Arsenal. Chelsea versus Arsenal, 2-2 draw. Robert Sanchez needs to step up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys were expecting that already, right? Sanchez needs to step up. This is not the first time he's doing what he's doing. I mean, 4 games ago it did it, and we were not punished. We got lucky, but this time around you can't do it against top 4 teams. They will punish you. Sanchez is shaky on the ball. The pass from the back, which is what every team is trying to do right now, pass from the back. That way you can break your opponent's press, and then you're free to go. Pretty much no brainer. But it starts with the goalkeeper, and the goalkeeper needs to be very comfortable with his feet. I remember when we had Kepa Ariza Balaga. He was very, 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 very good. It was very, very good with his feet. The problem with Kepa is he wasn't able to save like long distance shot. Now, when we had Kepa and Mendy, Kepa was good with his foot, but Mendy struggled. Mendy struggled with his foot, but he was very good at saving long shots and everything. So I don't know. Kepa is probably right now laughing and saying, "Hey, is this who you guys brought in to replace me?" But Sanchez gave when he gave that ball. I know what he was trying to do. Enzo was on the top of the 18-yard box, and he wanted to give Enzo the ball, but the pass was a little bit too wide from Enzo for Enzo. And then he went straight to Declan Rice, and he beautifully placed that ball in the right bottom corner of the post, and 2-1. And now Arsenal had belief, because prior to that Arsenal did not. So Robert Sanchez needs to step up, and we need to start looking at other goalkeeper. Petrovic is there. Maybe we'll call back Slonina, but we need to start looking at other goalkeeper that can play with their foot, because Sanchez is too comfortable right now. So that's my number one thing. He needs to step up. The mistakes are getting too much, and is beginning to cost us a game. Now, my number two thing that I learned in this game against Arsenal is that Chelsea's young players, they lack experience, and it's beginning to show. They lack experience. Think about it: John Terry, Lampard, Drogba, and all these guys, Cavallo. Like, they know how to close game. You need to close game when you're up by 2 goals and you have less than 15 minutes to go. You don't lose those goals. I mean, you don't lose those games, which they did not do. But you try to close it out, and the lack of experience today showed. These guys are very young. Only Thiago Silva, but these guys are very, very young. Lack of experience, like, and it will come with time. This is their first season together. I understand. This will come with time, and they will be able to close out game as quickly as possible. And a lot of games that they have to close out too, they will do. But the lack of experience showed today because you are 2-0 up against Arsenal, possibly I mean, I'm predicting they might win the league this year, but there's still Man City and Liverpool to play. But if you're up against any of the top four, 2-0 with less than 15 minutes to go, you better do all you can to win because those opportunities don't come easily. So the lack of experience showed today. But how do you gain experience? By playing games like this and listening to your coach. That's how you would be able to. That's how you'll be able to get experience. Play more games, get yourself in situations like this, and then you'll figure it out yourself. Now, my number three things that I learned from this game against Arsenal is the lack of belief that we can beat Arsenal. So the lack of belief that we can beat Arsenal showed today. So, and this is, hear me out, this is what I'm trying to say. So these Chelsea players, they did not go into that game thinking they were going to get anything out of it. There was no belief that they were going to beat Arsenal. And why? Arsenal just beat Man City, and Arsenal is very good. For the part, we've played 5 games with them now, and they've won. I mean, 6 games in the last few seasons, and they've won all 5, and we drew just one. So they only Mourinho figured out a way to beat Arsenal, and then we were always beating them. I was always sure we were going to beat them, but now under Arteta, we've struggled. So before this game, there was lack of belief that they were going to beat Arsenal, and this showed very well because when they were 2 goals up, they didn't know what to do. They didn't plan for that situation. Like, what are we going to do if we're 2 goals up? Maybe Mauricio Pochettino told them, hey, let's play for a draw, or hey, this is what you need to do so you don't concede. Take your chances. If you don't get anything out of this game, it's a learning process. But now you find yourself up 2-0 with 70 minutes to go. You did not plan for that in the training. It showed today. They were just surprised, like, wow, we're 2-0 up? Really? Are we really 2-0 up? So what do we do now? So that's where you need experienced players on your team to help you figure it out, telling you, hey, calm down, pass the ball, let's control the ball. They can't score 2 goals in 20 minutes. Oh, they can't score 2 goals in 15 minutes, something like that. But there was no true leader that right there. So the lack of belief, we didn't, I don't, I'm pretty sure we did not go into this game thinking we were going to be beating Arsenal or we'll be 2 goals up in the 70th minute, even the 80th minute. So they did not know what to do in that situation. And that's why everything just crumbled. Yeah. And that's my number three. Number four is Mauricio Pochettino is the right man to take Chelsea to the next level, to take these young guys to the next level. And the reason why I say this is you can see the beginning to listen to him. He set them up in such a good way today and just told them, hey, play. I believe in you guys. Do whatever you want to do. Just play. You'll be okay. And they believed in him. They executed his plan all the way. The I's were dotted, the T's were crossed, everything. They did everything he told them to do today. You could see this is a Mauricio Pochettino's team. And it's a good thing. The guys are beginning to listen to him. Modric has that confidence about him now, scoring one for his national team, scoring one for Chelsea. And everybody's buzzing, Raheem Sterling taking on players and everything, and you could tell they were ready when you could tell these guys were invested in it because they were fighting for who was going to take the penalty kick, right? Nicole Palmer and Raheem Sterling, but they ended up giving it to Cole Palmer. So they are listening to, they're beginning to listen to Mauricio Pochettino, and not just listening to him, they're beginning to believe in what he's trying to do with them. And today, I know it hurts very well. I mean, it probably will hurt deeply because we didn't get the 3 points. But think about it. this is a team going in the right direction. Like how many games now? 4 or 5 games without any loss, and we're improving. We're showing that we can play as a team. So Mauricio Pochettino, it needs to be given time. And when all these injured players come back from injury, he is going to set this team up in such a way that not this season, but next season, we are going to be a force to reckon with. And I love the believing in him. I mean, Rich James came on today, did his best. You can tell he's still shy of fitness. Jackson came. We didn't see Jackson that much, but he did not. Yeah, he did not. He did not show. I mean, I wasn't really expecting him to do it because I see one thing about Arsenal's um, defenders, Saliba and Gabriel, they play well when you play them with a point man. They know how to attack strikers one on one. They know how to defend you very well. They're very good at that. But Mauricio Pochettino did not go with a true number nine. He went with a false nine because if you notice, at times there is a switch in position between Raheem Sterling and Palmer, and even Gallagher at times too. Palmer would drift into the midfield to get the ball and then spread to Raheem, and also Modric. So that confused the hell out of um, Gabriel and Saliba. Like they didn't know what to do. They were off today. At a point, if you remember, if you notice, one time that a cross was sent in, I believe it's Ryan Sterling. Both of them went and attack, and both of them went and tried to defend Enzo, and Enzo headed that ball and who was free in the middle. I think it was Mikhailo Modric, but he didn't do anything with it. So when you play them with a false nine, they don't know what to do. They really don't. They struggle with it. So that's something they've exposed. So kudos to the players today. I am not ready. I was disappointed, but then at the same time, like it's okay because I predicted a draw. I didn't think Chelsea would be up in 2-0. So the players, I didn't think Chelsea would be up 2-0 as well. They didn't think that. So it just came and they did not know what to do. So confidence and experience will build as they go. And they just need to keep believing in Mauricio Pochettino. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have. Go ahead and comment below. Drop your comment below. Let me know what you think. And is this a turning point in Chelsea's season? We're gonna learn from it. I mean, be honest with yourself. Did you think Chelsea was going to score 2 goals against Arsenal today? Did you think they were going to at least get a draw? Nobody gave us a chance, but we controlled that game from the very first second all the way to the 70th minute. Like we outplayed Arsenal. Like at the point we're just playing with the ball, we didn't know what to do with it, and that's the problem. How do you manage games where you're like 2-0 up against like a title contender like Arsenal? Mauricio Pochettino needs to tell them what to do. And now that they know they could have won this game, this is just going to increase their confidence and tell them, and hey, you guys, you're going to do well. Like, hey, you see what you did with Arsenal? I just feel this is a turning point in Chelsea's season. This is it. The belief is going to come. The belief and confidence that we can beat any top four team is coming. And to be honest, we've not been playing well. We've not been playing bad. We've just not been lucky. We've just not been lucky. So I love what they did today. No slagging anybody except for Robert Sanchez. He needs to get competition. But let me know. Drop your comment below and I'll catch you guys in another video. Thank you for watching. Let's keep that blue flag flying. Come on, you Chels.